Hello YouTube, my name's Nero, and today we have some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. The title update that we talked about in yesterday's video is finally live. We got to see exactly what they're going to be doing to change Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. First and foremost, people on the Xbox 360 have finally got the update that people on the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 have had for like ever. They finally got the update where it removes the X on the system hack, it changes the system hack so it now costs 100 more points, as well as it increases the time to kill between double kills so you can actually get a lot more double kills, easier to get your challenges and stuff like that done for getting multi-kills. So that's pretty nice. Now what's interesting about this is all this is listed on the official Call of Duty website, but it does not say anywhere on there about the PlayStation 3. So people over there on the PlayStation 3, could you go ahead and confirm or deny in the comment section below for us whether or not you actually have the system hack update on your platform, because it doesn't say, right? All it says is that people on the Xbox 360 have this update, which is pretty interesting. Also pretty interesting is apparently this update is only going to be live on the Xbox One as well. People on the PC and people on the PlayStation 4, it says it's going to be pending for those guys, so who really knows what that means. There's a couple changes to the game in terms of weapon balancing. So first and foremost, let's talk about the HPRA3. It actually got a range increase with this recent update, which is kind of interesting because I believe it was last update or maybe 2 updates ago, they actually nerfed the HPRA3's range, right? They actually nerfed that, and now they're increasing it, so it's probably going to go relatively back to the way it was when we initially got the game back in November. Next up, the AE4, the DLC weapon we've gotten with the Havoc DLC, it's actually getting a bit of a buff, which I said it needed to be buffed, and that's what it ended up getting. So it got reduced recoil, which is definitely okay, because the recoil itself, it was weird. It has a weird recoil pattern, and also increases the number of shots before you overheat, which is fantastic. I talked about that, man. It was hard to get even 2 kills, trying to get like a simple basic double kill that any assault rifle in the game can get, right? It was really hard to even get that with the AE4 because it would overheat so quickly, and of course you need to get a bunch of kills to actually be able to unlock the heatsink to kind of alleviate that a little bit more. It was kind of difficult to use the gun in general, so it's definitely cool for people that are paying money to get a DLC gun. It's good that they're buffing it a little bit to make it a bit more viable, because it was pretty weak, all things considered. Next up, the EPM3, less recoil. Yes, because recoil was the problem with that gun, not the fact that it takes like 80 shots to kill. TAC-19, the TAC-19 shotgun, this is something I'm actually excited about. It's pretty cool. So the TAC-19 shotgun got increased range, as well as it reduces the spread of your shotgun while using gung-ho, which is pretty nice. I'm definitely happy about that. I'm happy that the fact that they're making the shotgun have a bit more range. Hopefully it's a good amount of range. Hopefully it's maybe Black Ops 2 R870. Maybe it's maybe not Modern Warfare 2 Spaz 12. Let's not get out of hand here, but hopefully it's a bit better than what it was, because before this update it was the worst shotgun in the game, and it was a pump action. So where does that leave you? Very bad about that. What's also interesting about this is on the Call of Duty page, right? It says that the Xbox 360 and the Xbox One have both gotten these updates. Well, you know, changing the HRA3, changing the AE4, changing the EPM3, changing the TAC-19, things like that. It says that it has that, but it says pending next to the weapon updates on the Xbox 360 page. So perhaps people on the Xbox 360 are still actually not having this happen, and they're still getting their updates super late. They just wrote it there to kind of make it feel like people on those consoles are actually getting the update when they're supposed to, but maybe they're not, because it says pending. So maybe all the people on the 360 got today was the update which changed around the system hack and the time between kills for double kills. Perhaps that's all they got, because keep in mind it says pending right next to the weapons. So who knows if these weapons are actually buffed or nerfed over on those platforms. Sad to say, there is nothing in this entire update, in this entire patch, about the Ball 27 or the ASM1. The two biggest things in this game, the two things that need to be fixed the most, front of the line, addressed, first and foremost, the Ball 27 and the ASM1. What are we going to do to fix these guns? They're legitimately ruining Call of Duty for so many people, because those are the two only guns people are using. Some people try to argue, oh, that's in every Call of Duty, but it's never been to this extent. And trust me, guys, I've been playing Call of Duty for 7+ years now. I think I know when two guns are ridiculously overpowered or ridiculously overused, and that is what is happening with the Ball 27 and the ASM1. It is ridiculous. You can talk all you want about the Black Ops 2, MSMC, and the M8A1, saying, oh yeah, well, those guns were OP too, but at least in that game there was some form of some semblance of weapon variety in those games. You gotta keep that in mind. So they did not address either one of those. They did not say anything about that, and so because of that, we've learned today, ladies and gentlemen, that Sledgehammer Games must not play their own multiplayer, because if they actually play their own multiplayer, they know that the Ball 27 and the SM1 are both ridiculously overused, ridiculously overpowered. No other guns can really compete, so they don't play their own game. It's sad to say. It's sad to say because they said so much before the game came out. This is by the fans, for the fans. Well, it's like if you really play your own game, if you really love your own game, you care about your community, you would think you would take the 2 guns that everyone is using all the time that's completely ruining the game. It completely ruins gun balance, right? Completely ruins it. You would think you would take a look at those guns which are ruining the gun balance of your game and say, you know what, we need to address those. You know what, we need to address those rather than making sure the EPM3 has less recoil, right? You think they would do that, but they're not. I don't understand. Sledgehammer, you have so much freaking potential with your game. It's ridiculous, and you're just letting it all go to waste because you can't remember the fundamentals of a good video game. It's like, just come on. Good fundamentals, you need to have weapon balance. It's so simple. Oh my goodness. Heart goes out to all you guys out there. Heart goes out. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. How can they not understand? They just don't. Another part of the update. It's actually interesting. It's part on a much lighter note, on a much happier note. Part of this update with the 84 coming out, there's actually going to be 10 more variants of the 84 actually being put into the loot pool, which is pretty cool. So basically, if you get like a supply drop, right, you now have a chance to get different kind of variants for the 84, which is fantastic. The 84 has 10 new variants, not just the one that it came with initially, and hopefully there's going to be some really good ones in there. Ones that increase damage, one that increases range, one that changes around the color of the lasers and stuff like that. I just think it's going to be cool. You guys know I like laser weapons. I've been trying to use 84 as of late, but it's kind of hard. But with this new updates, maybe it'll be a little bit easier to use. Hopefully that would be a whole lot of fun. Definitely sounds like a whole lot of fun to try that out, as well as trying to get some new variants for the 84. I'm excited about that. I think it's going to be pretty cool. Another part of the update, these are all just things I feel as though I should point out, because I read through all the notes and I figured I'd point out some of the ones I feel as though are the most important. This one seems interesting to me. So it says adjusted the center point of some sniper scopes. Now, I don't know much about that. I don't snipe a whole lot in Call of Duty, but if you guys can answer for us in the comment section below, is there something wrong with some of the sniper scopes? Like, are they off-center, like Black Ops 1 style? Like, if you aim in, even if you're perfectly on target, you're still going to miss? Like, was that a problem with some sniper rifles? Let me know about that in the comments. I'm interested to read about that. Another thing I read about on here that really kind of caught my attention, but didn't make a whole lot of sense to me, they say they have randomized loadouts to players in Infected. What does that even mean? What does that mean? Does everyone have, like, random classes now? Is that a thing? That was in the update notes for today. Like, what does that mean? I actually haven't even played Infected in Advanced Warfare so far. I mainly played Search and Destroy, Ground War, Momentum, Team Deathmatch, Kill Confirm. Basically, your standard game modes. I haven't actually tried out Infected yet. What do they mean by that? What do they mean by these random loadouts? I'd definitely be interested to read about that. The rest of the update is more or less fixing connection here, and fixing various spawn logic here, and things like that. So basically, they're adjusting the connection and trying to make it optimal, and they're also trying to fix around the spawn system to make that optimal as well. And that is basically the big update today, which, to be perfectly honest, I don't feel as though it was a big update. It really wasn't giant. They buffed 4 guns, which is okay, but I mean, we're talking about the TAC-19, the EPM3, the 84 here, that kind of thing. They finally updated the Xbox 360, although they're not being clear whether or not the Xbox 360 or the PlayStation 3 even got the brand new update. They're not even clear if the people on the PlayStation 3 got today's update. I don't even know about that. They didn't adjust the biggest problem in the game, which is their weapon balance. It's not really a big update overall, but still, I figured I would cover all of it here for you guys, because that's what I do every time there's a new update to Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating where you guys feel it deserves. And if you are looking for the map walkthroughs of the Havoc DLC, fret not, those videos will be going up. Hopefully, I can get a video going up tonight. I'll probably cover 2 maps later on tonight, doing a walkthrough of 2 different maps from the Havoc DLC, and then we'll do another video tomorrow where we actually cover the other 2 maps, as well as we'll do Dear Near tomorrow. The amount of videos going up today and tomorrow is ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. But yes, later on tonight, we'll have a walkthrough of 2 of the different maps, and we're just going to squeeze it all into one video rather than spamming your sub box with multiple videos, right? That kind of idea. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating where you guys feel it deserves. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.